Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the co-hosts here. It is a Saturday, and today I want to bring you an update on what is happening, and I want to update you with what I'm doing with my short position as well. I still have my trade open, so I'm going to update you with what I am doing with that currently. So stay tuned for that as well. I am struggling with a cold at the moment, so just bear with me. And yeah, if you could smash a like on this video, I would be very appreciated of it. And yeah, it really helps the channel out, really helps me out. So please smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. But jumping into the charts, I want to explain to you what is going on. So we know, if you've been watching, you know that we have actually entered into a short position around this vicinity here because we were coming into a fairly big cluster of resistance. So we had this white horizontal level. We have the golden pocket from the swing high to the swing low coming in, and we also have this ascending parallel channel that is also coming in as well. As we can see, tests of the resistance here, tests of the support down here as well. So this is an ascending parallel channel, and you can see that we actually were getting a nice reaction off of that this cluster of resistance that we did in fact short, and we were in about 10% profit. However, right now we are in a slight loss, but I'm still holding this short position open because we are still coming back and testing this cluster of resistance here. And for me, this cluster of resistance is only getting stronger, and I am going to show you why I think that as well. What happened yesterday is that we actually found support along the mid-range of this ascending triangle. I've preached this for a while now. The mid-range of parallel channels do actually tend to act as support and resistance. As we can see, we bounced perfectly off that mid-range, but we also bounced off the value area high right here. And this is looking very similar to a scenario that we actually shorted previously as well. So I'm going to go through that as well. But what we are seeing right now is the price coming up and testing these resistance levels again. So as we can see, this morning we've tested the bottom of the golden pocket at around $20,970 to the dollar this morning, and it looks as though we want to come back up and test that again. And I have had another limit order triggered, a limit short order actually trigger. So taking a look at the trade right now, as you can see, we are in a very slight loss. So we're in a 3.44% loss, but that is okay because I'm going to go through why I'm keeping this short position open and why this short position for me is actually getting stronger. Theo, I am seeing an M pattern. Yes, there's an M pattern there. I don't tend to look at these M patterns, but that M pattern is actually something else as well. So we'll talk about that as well. But I just want to go over this as well. I did have another limit order in at $20,970. But unfortunately, I'm not sure why, we didn't actually see that order get filled. So if we zoom in a little bit, we can see the order was right there at $20,970. We can see the price actually pushed above it, but unfortunately that order didn't get filled for some reason. So this trade is smaller than I wanted it to be. I wanted to have that limit order filled, but oh well. I think there is still a possibility that that limit order could get filled, and maybe the final limit order that I have at $21,180 could be filled as well. So the reason why I am still in this short and I'm still prepared to add to this short position as the price comes up is because, as I said, we're coming back up to test potentially the top of the parallel channel, and we're also coming in confluence with that golden pocket, which, as you can see here, has acted as resistance before. So I still think we could get a bearish reaction off of that. But there's another thing that is happening within the charts right now as well, and it's something that happened previously as well. So I'm going to show you what that is, and then I'm going to show you what happened previously as well. So what we can see here is we can see Bitcoin is actually breaking above this previous high here, this previous swing high. We can see that Bitcoin has actually broken above it, not a candle break above it, but we are breaking above it. Now, this is going to potentially form, if we close higher than this high here, we are going to potentially form a higher high on this on the Bitcoin price action chart. Now, if we pull up the RSI, what we can actually see on the RSI is fairly far away from forming a higher high. So we are potentially going to form a higher high on the Bitcoin chart, but a lower high on the RSI, so momentum towards the downside. This is a bearish divergence, And what a bearish divergence signals is that a retracement is potentially coming. Now, bearish divergences, they do the majority of the time, they do play out. 75% of the time, bearish divergences do play out. And I have back tested this before as well. So for me, it is still looking very, very bearish, which is why I'm still holding this short position open. And if the price does decide to increase, then I am going to add to that short position because I do have these limit orders coming in again at $20,970 and $21,180. And I do still think that the price could come up to $21,180, and most likely that RSI will still form that lower low, meaning that that bearish divergence is almost definitely going to happen. Now, of course, it's not 100% going to happen. There is a possibility that we could break above this cluster of resistance here. So a break of around $21,190, $180 approximately. For me, that would be an invalidation. So a candle break above that would be the invalidation for me. And I would expect the price to move higher and potentially use this previous resistance as support. If we use that as support, I think we could push higher. But for me right now, it is looking more bearish. And I do think if we come and test this area here at around $21,180, I think we could see a pullback back down to that mid-range. If we can finally break that mid-range, then I think the price could come down to the bottom of the parallel channel, the ascending parallel channel, at approximately $19,400, $500. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now. Still looking bearish. We're coming into that cluster of resistance with the golden pocket and the top of the parallel channel, and we're also forming a bearish divergence. So what I would expect to see is the price to come up to this area here. Let's just get that pen tool out, this area here, and potentially take the liquidity from here, and then we see a retracement in the price. Also looking at the DXY. Now, I know the DXY is closed because it is a weekend, but you can see that the DXY is looking bullish. We're bouncing off of support. We're bouncing off the bottom of the parallel channel. We're bouncing off of this major support level here as well. And we're also forming hidden bullish divergences, which do tend to play out as well. 74% of the time, hidden bullish divergences do tend to play out as well. So I would expect Sunday evening, Monday morning to see a push towards the upside within that DXY. The DXY is looking bullish for me, and Bitcoin is bearish. So that is why I'm still currently bearish, sort of short term and mid term for Bitcoin. As you can see, I still have that. I still have that trade in. It's almost 5% in a loss, but as I said, I'm expecting to fill these orders a little bit higher, and then the price to actually pull back. Now, I'm not sure why this limit order is not filling. It is at 20,970, and we are pushing above that. For some reason, that limit order does not want to get filled. But oh well. Hopefully, it will fill if the price does decide to increase a little bit higher. But initially, I am still in this short position, and I'm expecting that price to pull back. Now, we've seen this exact scenario before. Now, what Theo said, we could potentially be forming that M pattern as well. I don't tend to look at M patterns. When we do form some sort of M pattern, what I look for is bearish divergences, because they are sort of more respectable, in my opinion, than M patterns, because what we like to see within an M pattern is the price to actually roll over, come down here, and the entry for the M pattern would actually be a break below that. And for me, I like to try and get into the short positions as high as possible. So that's why I short the resistances rather than the break of support. So I don't tend to short M patterns, but what we can do is actually find early signs of an M pattern with these bearish divergences, and that's what I'm currently seeing right now. So yes, you are right, we do have this potential M pattern forming, and with these the cluster of resistance and that bearish divergence, it's looking likely for me that we could actually form that M pattern, potentially break this level here at around $20,090, and then we could see the price come down to the bottom of the parallel channel. So Again, yes, you are right there. Now, we've seen this scenario happen previously, and we did actually short this scenario as well previously. So for me, it's just looking very likely that we could see this short position play out nicely. And where we have seen this before is this area here where we did actually short. There was a big cluster of resistance here because we had the golden pocket from the previous swing high to the swing low coming in as well. Unfortunately, I don't have that. I think I deleted that TA because it was a bit outdated now. But yeah, there was a big cluster of resistance here. And if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that we shorted this area and we shorted this area here as well. Those two trades played out perfectly. But what I'm looking at now is the exact same scenario. So we were coming into resistance with the golden pocket. I don't have that golden pocket on the screen right now, but there was a golden pocket that was coming in for resistance here. We also had a bearish divergence coming in as well. So what we can see is that price actually broke above this previous high here. So if I just get that this trend line tool out, as you can see right there, we formed a very slight higher high on the price action chart. And then if we come to the RSI, we can see that we were forming lower lows. So I was looking at this as well. We were forming a bearish divergence. As we can see, that bearish divergence played out perfectly, coming in confluence with resistance on the golden pocket as well. And we saw that short position play out really, really nicely. So this is the exact same scenario that I'm looking at right now. We're forming that bearish divergence and we are coming into major resistance as well. So for me, it's just looking more bearish than bullish right now for Bitcoin. Of course, there is an invalidation for this. As I said, if we break above around $21,180, we get a clean break above it and we use that as support, then yes, that is the invalidation for me. But right now, with this bearish divergence, with us coming into the cluster of resistance, with the golden pocket from the previous swing high to the swing low, and then the top of the parallel channel at the resistance being previous resistance as well, for me, it's just looking very, very bearish. And I would expect the price to pull back to that mid-range. If we can break that mid-range, then I think the possibility is that the likelihood of it is that we are going to come down to the bottom of the ascending parallel channel at approximately $19,500, but it depends on the time frame it takes to actually get down there. So as I said, I'm still within this short position, still hoping for those limit orders to get filled. In a slight loss now, but I'm expecting this to bring us really nice profits in the coming futures. So yeah, coming into resistance, bearish divergence, it's looking bearish for me for Bitcoin. So that's what I wanted to bring you. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do enjoy this content and you do enjoy me bringing these trades for you, then please smash a like on this video. Yeah, Crypt Invest said it perfectly. Smash that like button. I would really appreciate it if you would smash that like button, and we can get this video out to as many people as possible. And yeah, bring the trades to as many people as possible as well. So as we can see right now, the price is pushing towards the upside. But as I said, we're coming into that cluster of resistance. We've got that bearish divergence coming in as well. So for me, it's looking more likely that we are going to see a rejection from here. But if we do break above this level here, there's a possibility that we could see the price come higher. But we need to get a clean break and use this previous resistance as support for a confirmation that we are going to see the price come higher. Now, if we do that, if we do see the price come higher, I do have higher price targets. So I'm not 100% bearish right now. I'm just swinging more bearish than bullish right now. But as I said, the invalidation, if we break above $21,180, use it as support, then I think the next level for Bitcoin is this next cluster of resistance here at approximately $22,500. That would be the next target if we were to break this cluster of resistance here and then use it as some support. I think the price could come up to this $22,500, $600 level where there is a big cluster of resistance coming in as well. But right now, what I'm looking at is a rejection from this resistance here and then a price to pull back. So that's everything I've got for you. If you enjoyed this content, please smash a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. I will keep you updated with this trade as well. So make sure you subscribe, turn that bell notification on as well. I will always keep you updated with whatever I am doing in my trades. I want to be 100% transparent with you because I know that's what everyone wants to see. I know a lot of people don't show the trades are actually taking, but I want to show you I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And yeah, if you enjoy this content, please smash a like on the video, and I will see you maybe later on today, if not today, tomorrow, to update you on what is going on with this trade. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, smash that like button, and I will see you in the next live. Thank you very much for watching.